Thank you for being here, and thank you for giving us your time.
Thank you, Diego.
Why don't you give us a little bit about your background and how you got started here in the business?
Sure. Well, I've got a background of 11 years in private aviation. I was in charter sales, jet card sales, that whole world. But I always had a passion for real estate and tech, and Bisnow is a good combination of that. So Bisnow, essentially what we do is we are a commercial real estate news, media, and events platform. We host 400 events around the country and Western Europe every year, 2.5 million subscribers to 90 publications. We have boots on the ground journalists that write editorial. And we also have a couple SaaS products. It's filling that perfect void of real estate and tech that I wanted to get into. And it's been fun so far. Today's event is talking about capital markets, the dynamic space of commercial real estate finance, headwinds, tailwinds. We've had positive speakers up there, negative ones. Capital One is up there right now, and
it's all about the insight.
Yeah, and she's trying to keep the conversation as positive as possible, while the others are a bit more pessimistic. And first of all, I want to thank you guys as well. Thank you for sponsoring this event. Thank you for hosting an awesome cocktail last night. This setup is great, just perfect, exactly what the event needs. So
it's our pleasure, and you're here in our turf, Coral Gables, so
beautiful
it's really
city.
Our pleasure.
Beautiful city.
I was going to ask you, when was Bisnow founded?
2008, just before the big crash.
Exactly.
Yeah.
And what led you up to what opportunity in the market did you see that led you up to creating this company?
I didn't create the company.
Okay.
My role is head of Florida, so I essentially manage all of our events. I also onboard sponsors and manage our advertising partners as well.
Okay.
So we've got quite a few advertising partners, and it's a lot to handle. We've got more events now. We're doing 30 events next year in Florida alone, 400, as I said, around the country and around the world.
Well, me, myself, as a developer, we obviously see Bisnow as a resource to just get some insight and network as well. But there are also some competitors out there, very strong, like South Florida Business Journal, The Real Deal. What are some things that you think that set Bisnow apart, or some things that you guys are working on that will set you guys apart?
Good question. I don't consider them our competitors. We all support each other in the end. In our news digests, like South Florida Morning Brief, for example, it goes out every single day of the week. We push Real Deal stories on that. We push South Florida Business Journal stories, Connect CRE. We're all friends in the end. One big differential factor is the number of attendees we have at our events. We're not going to have 5,000 people like the Real Deal does. But I love the Real Deal event. I went a couple weeks ago. I thought it was fantastic. It's good for my purpose of being there and supporting you guys, of course, as attendees and some other sponsors that we have that go there. They're very heavy on residential. We are all commercial. If you find a residential real estate agent that comes to our events, they're probably transitioning to commercial and they want to meet some people. But it's very unlikely that you're going to have somebody show up trying to sell you a house, in other words. So we're very heavy on commercial. We define commercial as anything that produces income for the owner. So that does include condos, apartments, senior housing, affordable housing, and multifamily in general as that broader overarching term. South Florida Business Journal, we work with them. They're not really a competitor because they have print editions. We're strictly digital. One thing that we do have that nobody else truly does is the data analytics side. So we have the largest subscriber base in the world of commercial real estate professionals, and we're able to actually tell our advertisers and our sponsored content clients who's clicking on their advertisements. So it's no longer a guessing game of, all right, is my ad campaign working? It's yes, it's working, and here's who's clicking, and here's their job title, company they work for, first and last name, all that stuff. So for the first time ever, we're actually able to measure ROI for marketing reps within certain firms, and that's truly what sets us apart from everybody else.
That's amazing. I'm a little aware of all that situation with the leads and following up with the leads, just because we have our Gables Village project.
Yep.
And I've been dealing with the sales team.
Yep.
So it's very interesting to know that those specific things that will obviously help us in the industry.
Absolutely. And quite a few. Our bread and butter in terms of advertising is office and industrial leasing, and also retail leasing. But we've been doing a lot more condo and apartment advertising as well for Terra Group, for PMG, etc. So it's a growing market down here for sure. And of course, condos in Florida, the landscape of condos in Florida is unlike anywhere else in the country. It's booming here, whereas it's kind of struggling in a lot of other markets around the country.
Well, now I'm gonna throw the ball to you. Anything else you wanna add? Ask us.
Man, I mean, tell me about your about the project that's under construction, or you have multiple projects that are under construction.
So we have multiple projects in our pipeline. We have under construction right now. We have 2 projects.
Yes.
Very different. We have the Gables Village, which is in Coral Gables here, and I like to call it our turf. And it's 48 units. It's a combination of everything we've done. So condo, townhomes, a set of 4 villas. So 2 villas, a set of 2 villas, and flats, which are really the condos. And a loft, which is like a townhome, but a little bit smaller.
Okay.
And then we have a Hialeah project, which is the total opposite. It's a multifamily, 560 units.
Wow.
And it's going to be the tallest building in Hialeah, 10-story. For Hialeah,
Excellent.
For Hialeah, that's very tall.
And that broke ground.
And that broke ground already, yes. We're underway. We are on our 6th floor.
Wow.
And hopefully we'll be doing our next event. Hopefully we'll invite you. It's going to be our top-off.
Excellent.
In a couple of months
Excellent.
coming up. Yes.
Love top-off events.
Yes, and then besides that, we still have a couple of things in the pipeline. We have 2 more projects coming up here in the city of Coral Gables, condos, and we have 2 more projects in the city of Hialeah. One right behind Metro 1, and one in front of Metro 1, which is Metro South and Metro North.
Excellent. Are there other areas of Florida that you guys are trying to get involved in, or sticking
I
to
think
South
right
Florida
now
for
we're very compromised in Miami itself. The city of Hialeah, Miami, city of Hialeah, and city of Coral Gables, of course. So we haven't been looking to expand further than just those 2 cities.
Sure.
But I think in the upcoming years we will definitely be looking at other type of deals, maybe Orlando or Tampa.
Beautiful, beautiful. Well, I look forward to seeing what our partnership can do for us, and where it takes us. But my goal is essentially to make sure you meet the right people at our events, and we love seeing our partners grow as we grow as well. So, as you expand to other markets, we'll get it going.
Likewise, and thank you so much for your time,
Awesome.
and thank you for hosting this amazing event.
Thank you so much, Diego.
Thank you.
Appreciate it.